Hi there, everybody. Welcome to another story time, Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales Edition. We are on chapter 10, or story 10, which is The Pack of Ragamuffins. Okay, so grab your blankies, get tucked into bed, grab your snackies, and get ready for a good old fashioned before bedtime. As always, I will be posting up this story after the stream on my YouTube. So if you'd like to check that out later or some other time, I do have playlists on my YouTube channel. It's linked down below. All my socials. I haven't worked on my profile today. Said I was going to, but I promise I'm going to tomorrow probably. Okay, so get ready. And tonight's story begins. The Pack of Ragamuffins. The cock once said to the hen, "It is now the time when our nuts are ripe. So let us go to the hill together, and for our fill before the squirrel takes them all away." "Yes," replied the hen, "come, we'll have some pleasure to." Then they went away to the hill, and because it was a bright day, they stayed till evening. Now, I do not know whether they had, though they were fat, whether they had become proud, but they would not go home on foot. Puck had to build a little carriage of. When it was ready, the little hen seated herself in it, said to the cock, "Ha, I like that," said the cock. "I'd rather go home on foot than let myself be harnessed to it." "No, that is not our bargain. I do not mind being coachman, sitting on the box, but I will not drag it myself." As they were thus disputing, a duck quacked at them. "You thieving folks! Who told you to go to my nut hill? Well, who shall suffer for it?" And ran with open beak at the cock. But the cock also was not idle, and fell boldly on the duck, and at last wounded her so with her spurs that she begged for mercy, and willingly let herself be harnessed to the carriage as a punishment. The little cock now seated himself on the box and coachman, and thereupon they went off in a gallop, with Duck, "Go as fast as you can." When they had driven a part of the way, they met two foot passengers. In They cried, "Stop, stop!" and said that it would soon be as dark as pitch, and then they could not go a step further, and that it was so dirty on the road, and asked if they could not get into the church for a while. They had been at the tailor's tavern by the gate, and had stayed too long over the. As they were thin and did not take up much room, the cock let them both get in, but they had to promise him and his little hen not to step on their feet. Late in the evening they came to an inn. As they did like to go further by night, as the duck also was not strong on her, and fell from one side to the other, and they went in. The host at first made many objections. His house was already full. Thought they could not be very distinguished persons, but at last, as they made pleasant speech, and told him that he should have an egg which the little hen has laid on the way, and should likewise keep the duck, which laid one every day, he at length said that they might stay the night, and now they had themselves well served. They feasted. Caroused. Caroused? Caroused. Early in the morning, when day was breaking, everyone was asleep. The cock awoke the hen, brought the egg, pecked it up together, but they threw the shell on the hearth. Then they went to the needle, which was still asleep, took it by the head, and stuck it into the cushion chair, and put the pin. And at last, without more ado, they flew away over the hearth. The duck, who liked to sleep in open air and had stayed in the yard, heard them going away, made himself merry, and found a street down which which was a much quicker way of traveling, harnessed to a carriage. The host did not get out hours after. He washed himself and wanted to dry himself. Then the pin went over his face and made a red streak from one ear to the other. For this, he went into the kitchen, wanted to light a pipe, but when he eggshell came to the hearth, the eggshell darted in. This morning everything attacks my, said he, and angrily sat down on his grandfather's chair. But he quickly started up again, cried, "Woe is me!" For the needle had pricked him still worse than the pin, and not in the head. Now he was thoroughly angry, suspected the guest had come so late the night before, and when he went and looked about for them, they were gone. Then he made a vow to take no more ragamuffins into his house. They consume much, pay for nothing, and play mischief tricks. The story? Oh man, I was expecting a lot more out of that. Fuck up ragamuffins. Literally, it's just about a guy that let some fucking ducks and a cock and a hen stay over the night. But the description of the pin, was it the pin and the eggshell, the pin, and put it on the air. God, my memory's so shot right now. I'm running off of like so little sleep right now, Chad. So don't. This is just fucking me being super tired. All right. The eggshell on the hearth and needle. It was a needle, and then the towel had a pin. There was a pin and a needle. I don't understand that. So that an inanimate object that was uh able to talk to the animal. But I mean, they're fucking animals. Either makes sense or. But the last little bit, now he was thoroughly angry and suspected the guests who had come so late the night before. And when he went and looked about for them, they were gone. Then he made a vow to take no more ragamuffins into his house, for they consume much, pay for nothing, and play mischief. So I guess it's more of just like a cautionary tale. Um, because I guess he does say that like he was gonna refuse because his household was already full and stuff like that. So I guess it kind of makes sense. It does seem more of like a cautionary tale than anything. But I don't understand why they have to go so like in depth on I like uh the cock and the hen basically gorge themselves on this nut hill. And by the way, oh my god, okay, so all these references, man. Okay, a cock, a hen, nutting. Oh my my kind of story. But that concludes story time number 10. It was a short one tonight. Lesson. And thank you to anybody that stayed up, watched in chat, participated in any way. If you like what you saw, please hit that follow button down below. It goes a long way. Hit the notification button. It'll let you know when I'm going live next. If you're watching from YouTube, hit the like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment also. It helps with the algorithms. Um, I will be adding this playlist into, or I will be adding this video into the playlist later, and then we will be back tomorrow for story 11, which is Little Brother and Little Sister. So that will be our next story. I will catch you guys all next time. And as always, don't be a stranger. Bye.